Mike McCarthy had his introductory press conference for the Pittsburgh Steelers today, and a certain somebody on ESPN was disappointed that his homeboy, Ryan Clark, didn't get an interview to be the next head coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers. That's right, Stephen A. Smith is a fool. Let's get into it. Please like the video. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below and subscribe to the channel. Stephen A. Smith believes his colleague deserved a call from the Steelers. I want to state for the record, and I'm not joking about this, I'm dead serious. I believe that Ryan Clark should have been interviewed for the Pittsburgh Steelers head coaching. Let's hear this nonsense.
I'm very upset going back to the Pittsburgh Steelers because I want to state for the record, and I'm not joking about this. I'm dead serious.
He's upset that Ryan Clark, this guy is a goofball.
I believe that Ryan Clark should have been interviewed for the job. I mean it. I mean it. I believe that Ryan Clark, who I'm looking at.
Ryan Clark would just hire all of his buddies. He would. Ryan Clark would fire all the white people, all the white players. Ryan Clark would fire, and he would just replace them with black players. Let's be honest here. That's Ryan Clark.
Right now, should have been interviewed for the job.
I wish I would have.
Phillip Rivers got interviewed.
You know that ain't happening.
By the Buffalo Bills. I'm just saying, you the Pittsburgh Steelers, what's up? What's up? I know they love RC. I know they know he's a Steeler for life. I know they pick up the phone and call him and defer to him and ask his advice and stuff like that, or give him or make sure they express their thoughts to him. How come you can't interview the brother? You go sit up there and bring Mike McCarthy back at 62 years old. That's right, and that's what I'm saying. That RC Ryan Clark should have been interviewed for the head coaching job of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Y'all gonna come to me years later. Remember this. Keep this in the archives. Stephen A. said it. You understand? This is what I'm talking about. These are the problems. Let's go on.
How foolish. You know, the amount of apology, that's the thing. Ryan Clark, guess what, Ryan Clark? If you treated every day on ESPN like an interview, if you conducted yourself in a professional manner, didn't race bait, didn't throw out nonsensical opinions just for the sake of being a shock jock, just for the sake of clicks and views, if you actually use your football brain that I know you have, I know you know the game, if you actually use that to break down what you see instead of appealing to fans' emotions, then perhaps the Steelers would look at you and how you perform on ESPN and say, you know what? Let's bring Ryan Clark in. Let's see what Ryan Clark has to offer. But instead, you, just like Cam Newton, you guys clown around, appeal to people's emotions, play the race card at every single turn you have. So the Pittsburgh Steelers are looking at you. Yeah, we'll bring Ryan Clark occasionally to talk to the defense, bring him in. He can talk to the secondary from time to time. But as an actual leader of men, as an actual coach of this football team, yeah, we're good on Ryan Clark. And Ryan Clark and Stephen A. Smith proceed to get roasted in the comment section. I wouldn't even interview Ryan Clark to shovel my driveway. On the positive, oh goodness. Can you imagine him getting that job? Coach Clark, can you tell us what happened out there today? Well, first of all, if the white players played better, we would have won. And if our kicker was black, he would have hit that field goal. Yep. Ryan Clark is every sane person reacting to another preposterous statement by Stephen A. Smith. This may be Stephen A. Smith's worst take of all time. What a joke of a channel. So stupid. Who believes the polarizing racists you see on TV would be able to unify, run a locker room, and get the best out of his players? Not to mention that Clark is 100 IQ points short of the man the Steelers just fired. Another asinine take on First Take. First Take is a reality show. It's hard to take these guys serious. They used to be good back in the day. Back in the day when it was Cold Pizza with Skip and Crawford. Jay Crawford. Remember Jay Crawford? It was good back in the day. Then they grew up a little bit. It was Skip and Stephen A. Carrie Champion. That wasn't too bad. Once Carrie Champion left and you insert Molly Karam and then Skip goes, and it just never was the same. Max Kellerman was a nice little wave point, but a little bit worse than the previous iteration. And then Shannon Sharp fills in for Max, and that was a little bit worse than the previous iteration. Now Shannon Sharp's gone. Molly's gone. You have some other lady. You have Stephen A. Smith and the rotating cast of castaways. Clown Newton, Ryan Clown. It's just a circus at this point, First Take. It literally is just a circus at this point. Stephen A., Ryan Clark, Cam Newton, circle jerk is getting old real quick. Yeah, that's what they do. They all just, one stands in front of the other, stands in front of the, and they just give each other reach arounds. It is what it is. Stephen A. has exceeded the scope of his purpose. He brings nothing of value to sports and evidently doesn't know more than the casual fan. It's embarrassing. Oh, he doesn't know more than the casual fan. I would argue that. I would argue that he watches less than the casual fan. He's got First Take to do. He's got his own show to do. And he's got 2 political shows on Sirius XM. There's just simply not enough time in the day to be an expert or high knowledge in each one of these areas. You kind of got to pick and choose, Stephen A. When you spread yourself too thin, you kind of just start sounding like a buffoon. You sound less and less like a casual and more like a every now and thener. This might be it. It diminishes the sentiment when he has to point out that he's not joking. Yeah. Why do people watch that trash? ESPN, another level of stupidity. It's like it's Stephen A. Smith and his loudmouth gang of know-it-alls that don't know it all, as we have seen. LOL, I'm going to guess the Steelers probably didn't want to waste their time interviewing a race-hustling douche for their head coaching job. They have a pretty strong track record with head coaches. Stephen A. should sit this one out. Not everything needs to turn into a rant. Another good point. You look at Ryan Clark's podcast. All the walkbacks he does on his podcast, all the apologies that he does on his podcast for getting called out. It would be an absolute joke for the Steelers to reach out to interview Ryan Clark. Going from Bill Cowher to Mike Tomlin to Ryan Clark. Massive, stupid take. Stupid take from First Take. Is there one way that Stephen A. Smith isn't a complete donkey-brained pile of trash? I can't think of a single redeeming quality. His first move would have been to cut all the white players. I wasn't the only one thinking it. I know we're all thinking it. I know we're all thinking it when it comes to Ryan Clark. Yep. Ryan Clark has had some of the absolute worst takes and opinions in sports, world history, and Stephen A. making that statement should tell you all you need to know about whether or not you should value Stephen A.'s opinion as well. For those slow on the uptake, the answer is no. Anything to get him off TV. Imagine being a Steelers fan. You just fire Mike Tomlin. You look up, and Ryan Clark is your head football coach. How ridiculous. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. See you later. Peace!